News following the latest twists and turns of the Michael Cohen case. Good morning, Aaron Katersky.
It's a boy. Oh, wait,
Yeah.
That's a different story.
Yeah.
Michael Cohen is, of course, under investigation, and there were real questions for the president, for other close advisors of the Trump administration as to whether he would ever flip. And we were told over the weekend by a source close to Michael Cohen that he would never flip, would never cooperate with prosecutors and testify against President Trump, although we don't know. And we don't know what efforts have been exerted, what kind of pressure has been exerted on him to try and get him to say what he knows about Donald Trump and about some of the affairs that he may be, tied to, and whether any of that ultimately could harm the president. We know that Trump administration sources have told us privately that they believe what's in Michael Cohen's files is potentially more damaging to the president than anything that may have already crossed the desk of special counsel Robert Mueller.
Can I just say that I think we've crossed some type of Rubicon here? I mean, because the last time we talked about will he flip or won't he flip, we were talking about Sammy the Bull Gravano, okay? And so the fact that we're arguing or debating or not whether the president's lawyer is going to flip on him, isn't that already a foregone conclusion that they've done something wrong, but they just can't get the goods on the guy? I mean, this is.
It's a good point. And look, we don't know any of this, right? I mean, and we also don't know what kind of pressure ultimately will be brought to bear on Michael Cohen. Suddenly, you get kids, you get a wife, and you're threatened with what is going to amount to life in prison and the loss of your law license. Who's to say what a man would do?
Right.
No matter how loyal. And who's going to jail for someone else? I mean, really. And we've seen mobsters that have pledged loyalty flip rather easily when confronted with. So this is not. In some ways, the conversation is a fool's errand, and I get that.
Right.
But the fact that the president is tweeting about it, I suppose, makes it ample fodder, just like anything else.
Is this all about the Stormy Daniels and the girls, or is there real estate deals? You have all these other tentacles out there. What do we actually know?
I mean, that's just the question. We don't know, and we know that it involves deals that Michael Cohen has been involved in. And we don't know whether that's limited to women or whether that's limited to real estate or what. I mean, remember, we still haven't seen Donald Trump's taxes, so there's obviously something that has been concealed from the public, and perhaps Michael Cohen knows, and maybe it's embarrassing, or maybe it's damaging. Or maybe it's not. Maybe Michael Cohen's just a criminal, and the FBI is going to bring him down, and it won't affect the president at all.
Is this Michael Cohen a federal case or a state case? And the reason why I ask is that President Trump can pardon a federal case, but not a state case.
There's a couple of things. Right now it is a federal case, but he has been charged, we know, or at least the prosecutors are looking at everything, including his ownership of taxi medallions, and that I think that's an interesting part of the case, because at least that part, if not more, if Cohen should be pardoned, could potentially, wind its way down to a state-level offense if, in fact, there's something nefarious going on with taxi medallions, and that would make Michael Cohen eligible potentially for a state prosecution. And, in fact, the Attorney General of New York is calling on the state legislature to rejigger the law a little bit to close what he considers to be loopholes to make sure that a presidential pardon doesn't impact the state's ability to prosecute.
Well, the nice thing is that New York City taxi medallions almost never have any nefarious things going on with them. So
no, very clean, very on the up and up.
I guess
right?
he has that going for him. All right.
I mean, if you didn't own a taxi medallion, you'd own a pizzeria in Bensonhurst. I mean, it's like you just need the cash business, and then you can do what you will.
Aaron Katersky, have a good day. Thanks.